Hello, Allison. This is Paula, and I'm responding to your request for information regarding the things that I did prior to surgery and how I felt. How I felt prior to surgery was pretty anxious. However, I was very busy with work and very busy with family, so it helped to keep my mind and my energy levels kind of maintained. I think that the things that I were focused on during that time frame was basically trying to maintain the prerequisites prior to surgery, which was the liver shrinking phase. I had a really hard time, so during that phase, and a lot of it was twofold. One of it was I didn't use that opportunity to get the right types of protein supplements that I felt were very helpful to me. I relied strictly on what the book said and what the doctors provided, which was to drink Slim Fast and eat one meal a day. But I had a hard time with managing my diabetes during that, and I was taking insulin twice a day and taking medications for that, and my sugars were way out of whack. So the first week I really did very well on the liver shrinking diet. The second week I focused more on trying to maintain a balance of my sugar and a balance of what that diet was. In hindsight, the doctor's office indicated that I probably should have given him a call, the surgeon's office, and that they would have maintained, done something about it. But, and they really didn't say anything until the night of the surgery. The day of surgery, the day before surgery is when they actually told me exactly when my surgery time was. When I found out that I didn't have to report to the hospital until 8 o'clock the next morning, I knew that meant that I was going to be one of the first patients. And I guess it's because most fat people are diabetic, but for me, it was, I knew that I was going to have issues with my sugar levels. So I was extremely concerned about, more concerned than anything else regarding how my sugar was going to be maintained. And I really received a lot of conflicting advice between the surgeon's office and my diabetes office, because when I called my diabetes office, they indicated that well, your surgeon should know and you need to follow their guidance. And then when I called the surgeon's office, they said, no, you need to call the diabetes office. And so, it was a balancing act. And so I spent a lot of time worrying about that versus worrying about the actual surgery itself, because I knew that as long as my health and my sugar was okay, that I would do okay. And so I slept well and I didn't have any problems. Some of the things that I did do during the time, I did collect all the things that I would need after post-op. I spent a lot of time in vitamin centers and trying to find liquid vitamins and chewable vitamins, because I wanted to have options available for me after the surgery. And I didn't want to send my husband out for it, because he really would be clueless as far as what to get. And so, because I was trying to do a lot of research on it. And so I had a lot of those types of things. I didn't have the right type of protein mixes that I really felt satisfied with, or that I thought taste well, and I actually didn't get the right stuff until a week after surgery. A week after surgery, I found Undri.com, and it was actually a recommendation from the nutritionist in the hospital, and I didn't receive it until a week after surgery. And I wish I would have had that during the pre-op phase, because I think it would have made my liver shrinking diet phase a lot easier. They had some killer chicken soup. I loved it. I loved the chicken soup because it had a lot of flavor to it, and I loved their shakes itself. It was really good. The other thing that I did, that my sister-in-law gave me a magic bullet, and so I love that, and I use that a lot. I went out and bought spoons and everything else, but really haven't needed it. The only thing I really needed was the cups for measuring the liquid protein with, because of the liquid phase after the surgery. Let's see. The other thing that, in hindsight, that I really should have wished that I had, and I've made already a log about this, but buy yourself a sports bra before you go into the hospital. I didn't do that, and I didn't do it until like 2 weeks after surgery, but it makes a whole lot of sense. I mean, I wear underwire bras, and so you really don't want a lot of pressure underneath your rib cage and right on the surgical area. So that, along with making sure that if your hospital does give you something called a pain buster, which is a lanacane that they put, it's a ball that they give you that has lanacane in it, and it's fed through a catheter to your surgical sites. And I had it because of the lap band, and it actually numbs that area all the time. Right after surgery, they gave me a bag to stick that in, and I didn't. I was just too doped up, and I probably should have, put it in that bag, because I felt that maybe during the times that I got on the X-ray machine and got off of it, that I might have pulled the catheter, which made it leak more, because I had an awful lot of leaking, which brings me to my next point, that if you do get something like that, you're going to need some 4x4s and some tape, just gauze material to keep it on top, because it kept leaking through my clothes, and so I had to constantly retape that. So you might want to make sure you have some extra type of bandages for when you get home, just for that area if you need it. And let's see, the morning of surgery, don't do like I did, and I happened to, we had a 2-hour drive, and so I was rummaging through my purse, just trying to kill time before I was going to the doctors and or to the hospital. And I found a stick of gum, and I stuck that in, unconsciously. I stuck that stick of gum in my mouth and started chewing on it. And about 5 minutes after chewing it, I was like, "Oh my God!" Well, I think my husband must have been asking me for a piece of gum, which made me grab a piece for him and unconsciously stick it in my mouth. So it didn't make me sick or anything after surgery, but boy, I tell you, you never know. And so don't have gum in your purse, just FYI. And I hope the information helps. Lots of luck with your surgery. Pray and keep yourself busy, and I'm sure that you will do fine. And I tell you, when you're surrounded with family and surrounded with love and surrounded with things that you love and are passionate about, the time just flies. And for me, like I said, for me the struggle was managing my diet. So because I had such a hard time with trying to balance my insulin levels and my meals, I really didn't have time to be concerned about the surgery. So it was before I knew it, it was there, and I slept very well. But lots of luck, and we'll definitely keep you in your prayers, or in our prayers. So if there's anything else that you need, just give me a holler, and I'll be more than happy to help out.